Welcome
to the Bring Me to Life podcast.
It's time to wake up
and shine on.
Welcome everyone to episode 164 of the Bring Me to Life podcast. It's time to wake up
and shine on. And I am so excited. It's been feeling good today. I feel like we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. How are you feeling, Silo?
I feel pretty good as well. We got some groceries today and stocked up on some really good food, and I got to shovel some dirt. That was great. Who doesn't love shoveling dirt? And but I've been watching our tomato plant that we've had growing, and there's all these little baby tomatoes, and it's so cute.
I am so excited about those tomatoes. I'm going to make some salsa. So those of you who don't follow us on Facebook or wherever, you should. But anyway, so we've been showing off our garden. This is the first year we've really done a garden together, and it's so cute. And Silo's been very helpful digging dirt when I ask for it, because I've been doing a lot of other things. So he's been awesome. I want to give him a shout out. Thanks. He even helped me do some things around the house today, like hang my new curtains.
Yeah. Shannon's really excited about them curtains.
Well, sometimes it's the little things that make a huge difference. And
yes.
For one thing, they do take up the biggest window in my space. So it was a huge difference, when you change your surroundings and you welcome in new opportunities and you let go of what no longer serves you, like old ripped curtains.
Okay, well, there's also other things such as, we take a big step with our music, and it's the main topic for today is what? You shaking your head?
I was just real excited
about your curtains. Well, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I do remember people saying, they wish we would just stick to the topic. But go ahead, talk about your curtains.
I didn't know that was a thing.
You actually told me about it.
Well, I think our side stories are what make us authentic. And basically what I was getting at where I was talking about my curtains is how it's really important to welcome new things into your life. So Sila was talking about our music, and I was trying to create an awesome segue about how it is really awesome to go out and put yourself in a new experience and a new energy. And our music is part of that for us. It's been really just like an energetic wave of new expansion, because you have to learn so much with music.
Yeah,
it just feels good.
There's a lot to learn, especially with the instruments and the tools. Sometimes it takes a while, and it can be difficult because everybody hears these songs and it's like, wow, I feel like I can totally make that. And then you go and find out that there's more than just playing the instrument. Even there's setting up the instrument, there's learning the software that you have to record on.
Yeah, and there's a lot of investment energetically and financially.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been putting in a lot of effort and love into creating some musical experiences, and we are really looking forward to sharing some of that with all of you. And one of the things that we're doing is we have put together sound bath experiences, basically, where we combine forces in our music energy and create a meditative experience for you. And we're looking forward to releasing some of that on a new level for the new moon.
Yeah, so the new moon is going to be a more kind of down tempo mix that we're doing, and it's really exciting because it'll be our, this new moon is our first round of events as Shine residents, as a duo that now has a Rob Voss drum.
I'm so excited about my Rob Voss drum. Thank you everybody who participated in my fundraiser to make that happen. You guys are helping bring me to life.
Yeah. So, we have that. We have the new MIDI that I've been learning for a while, and you have your seaboard that we're getting there. So,
and CeeLo loves to flute it up.
Yeah, I've been fluting it up on all my videos, and people
have been loving it.
They've been responding.
CeeLo's been doing these meditations with some other communities, and it's so cute to see people get real excited when he brings his flute out. So I'm excited to be able to provide that on a Shine resonance level.
Yeah.
So new moon, again, is a great time to release new projects and new energy out into the world. And we are creating these experiences for you to be able to create that time for yourself. It is so key to create that space for yourself and tap in and just kind of meditate and think about what it is you want to bring in this round, this moon cycle. And even if you don't believe in like moon energy, what better time than now to create goals for yourself? And we hope that through this meditative experience, you can relax and let go and allow spirit to channel to you what your next step is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the first one we're doing is on the 20th, which is Monday. And we're really excited because that is with a new community that we're connected with.
Yeah.
We're connecting with Vita Yoga,
yep.
which is run by a amazing woman entrepreneur named Shoshana. And I actually have an interview coming up soon with her on Awakening with the Girls. So that's super exciting. Stay tuned for the Shoshana interview. And that's, again, Monday at 7 p.m. And you can check that out at vitayoga.com. For those of you who want a more ceremonial experience, so that one's going to be like around 45 minutes long, and it's going to be super meditative, laid back, chill class experience kind of.
So I got to correct you real quick. The website is not vitayoga.com. It's vitayogastudios.com.
I'm glad you corrected me.
Yeah, because I went there just to make sure, and Vita Yoga doesn't really exist, but vitayogastudios.com is the place to go.
Oh, well, then don't listen to our flyer either, because it probably has the wrong website as well. So Vita Yoga Studios, good to know. You'll be able to find the link. There's an event page on Facebook. If you want to find it, let us know.
Yes.
If you want to find another one that we're doing that's more of a ceremonial experience, we're going to be doing that on Wednesday.
Yeah, that one's going to be really exciting because it's like we are expanding our website to include memberships so people can sign up and
memberships don't come till
more.
August, but
okay.
Mainly because it's a subscription and we want you to be able to have a full month's access each month. We're just on Wednesday, you have the opportunity to join us for a 11/11 donation to experience the full ceremony. So the ceremony is going to include meditation. I'm going to be doing a couple card readings, and we're going to have a sound experience for you.
And that's going to be on the website.
Yep, 722, welcome in a new you.
BringMeToLife.com.
BringMeToLife.com.
All right.
We're going to make posts about it so you can find more information.
Yeah, on the front of our website, we have a little spot that says events and courses, and there'll be a post there that you can check.
Yep. That's what we're working on. BringMeToLife.com with the number 2.
So we will have membership options, but we are currently building that up, and it will be available in August.
Yeah, our plan is to release it in August. Basically, it's going to be what our Patreon is/was, because we realized and had a lot of requests from people to put everything in one place rather than making you guys go all over. You'll be able to access that better on our website and on Discord. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to sign up for a Patreon membership, we've heard that from a few people that they just don't need a Patreon membership. Get a Bring Me to Life membership, and we'll give you access to all of the exclusive content in a different way. And that's going to be coming at you in August because it is a subscription. So you'll pay a small micro donation. There's different tiers that give you different levels. And we are just really looking forward to growing the community. We're going to be able to use that money to invest in bringing you guys more video content. Mm-hmm. We want to be able to get this awesome computer that we've been dreaming of so that we can really just up level.
It's going to help us to edit some really high quality footage that slows down our current computer, which is not a problem. But when you start getting to like a 30-minute 4K video, then you're going to need something more powerful. And also we want to do streaming events where we get to stream for 24/7. And that takes a dedicated computer and something that can handle it.
Yeah, basically we're trying to give you guys what you've asked for. You've asked for more content,
we
more lives,
live
more video,
back.
Definitely more interviews, more podcast streaming, which reminds me that we have some more things coming out on the new moon. The new moon is full of new energy. So Silo is working on some projects that he's going to be releasing around the new moon. I don't know if he wants to talk about it.
Yeah, I can talk about it. So we are, we have that website. We're going to do the memberships and all that, and that's great. But one thing I really wanted to do was be able to have a campaign where we can get enough money to invest, but also anybody who invests into me and to us will also get something in return. And because I want to make my dreams come true, and I want to see other people make their dreams come true. So we came up with this very special spirally design that
basically a sigil.
It's a sigil in a way that we hand bend, and some of them we hammer, but other ones we don't, and then we add more copper to it through an alchemization process. Creating these, they're so simple and elegant and so nice, but it's a whole process creating these. It's a lot of energy that's going into them. And so we add more copper to them, we polish them, and then I plan on adding some crystals to some of them, adding some of the jewelry that you've made because some of them fit so well with it. And then I'm going to go out into the Appalachian woods next to the river, and I'm going to meditate on these pieces. Meditate with the intention that anybody who has these, they'll feel the energy of making their dreams come true. They'll get to see it. They'll be reminded of it every time they have this on. And so I'm really excited because we're releasing a new line of jewelry, and this is something that I kind of in my mind was like, okay, I'm gonna take charge of this and get this going and
activating that seed. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and you've definitely helped carry me along because there's a lot I don't know about jewelry, and you have a lot of experience. So it's been fun working with you on this new line of jewelry.
Silo got elbows deep in the copper and shine alchemy experience.
Definitely,
it's been really fun. I really enjoy having you help me with little things in the studio, and then seeing you create this entire line has been really magical. So I hope to share them in my network as well. So that's exciting. So if you invest in one of these pieces, like I said, you're going to be helping us get our dream studio computer, which will help us up level as a community. And I think that's really powerful. I found that you guys really enjoyed knowing that you are taking part in something positive, and it's important to know where our money goes in this day and age. So we wanted to make it crystal clear that when you invest in us, we want to do it so we can give back to you as well. So and we were outside recording video of it, so I just got this nice 4K video with 240 frames per second for slow-mo video. But to edit that is going to take you so long.
It does take a while to edit on the current computer that we have, and so that's why we're creating a campaign. That's why we're creating jewelry. We're not just asking for money. We're offering these things so that we can invest back into the Bring Me to Life network, so we can invest back into other people.
It was such a beautiful experience too, because we're creating this video for it, and on our walk back, we were talking about how excited we are to help transform others, because you're meditating and placing an intention into the pieces, which is something I'm very adamant about with the Copper and Shine brand. Is I want each piece to be intentional. And we were talking about transformation, and here comes a dragonfly, and you got all excited. We're like, look, transformation. And it was just super powerful confirmation. I really love when we get confirmations from spirit that we're on the right path. So that was really beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really excited about the pieces. So we have that. We have the new music that we're creating, and we also have people. We
have some new things that are happening after the new moon and on the new moon. But real quick, why don't we take a little break and play a sample of some of the music you've put together?
Cool, yeah. So this is a song that I created because Shannon was inspiring me to create more upbeat music, because a lot of my music before this was all very downbeat, very ambient and relaxing, which is great. But sometimes, we need a balance in life. So this is going to give you a little taste of what Shannon and I plan for more upbeat versions of our Shine Residence music. But you'll hear more drumming and other things from Shannon. But this song is called Listen To, and I created it myself. All right, that was my song, Listen To, and look out for more like that, but with Shannon and I.
Yeah, I'm real excited to get some better recording of my drum and just to be present with everyone. The new Moon Ceremony is going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be doing, again, readings and meditation and just connecting with all of you. So there'll be a live chat and you'll be able to catch the replay, but I highly suggest joining us. I believe we have it scheduled for around 8 p.m. That seems to be a good time for people. It's like after dinner when people are starting to wind down, and we, again, like have a chat. So like you can ask us questions and join in, let us know if you want the readings and things like that. And that's why we want to create that membership portal for future ones.
Do we plan on being on video?
Yeah.
So we will be on video playing this music for you all.
That's the plan. That's the hopes.
That's the plan and the hopes and the dreams. And often, not often, but so we're
out of Mercury retrograde, so let's hope that it follows through.
Dude, man, at the end I was struggling. Technology was literally doing the most abnormal things that never happens, and it was during like show with Sarah Hall, and I was like, what is going on? This never happens. I am so frustrated.
It's a good thing Sarah Hall's show is always awesome.
Yeah, her show is always awesome.
Through the Eyes of the Angels. It's always got such good information, and so many people from all over the world tune into Through the Eyes of the Angel. It's so magical.
Yes. So we have a question from Mooney in the chat, and she asks if our new moon is going to be on Facebook.
We haven't figured out those stipulations yet because we're hoping that we can get a few donations towards the computer. So it's going to be mainly on the website so we can monitor the chat and create a community space.
So our one of the main parts of it is trying to get people to interact on our website.
Correct. We're really hoping to get more interaction on the website and, again, build this membership portal. And we may stream it to the Bring Me to Life community if we can figure out how. But, again, we're working on getting this bigger computer so that we can make multiple streams happen. Mm-hmm. We right now, we're a small studio and we're doing our best. So our plan was, I believe, to stream directly to the website, and then we would share the link to the various social medias.
Yeah. And so I've gone through a lot of research the last few months and really looked into what would be the best computer for us, and came out with, this really awesome build that it's going to be really beautiful, and it's going to be really amazing being able to create this high quality content for everybody. And being able to invest into the new jewelry that we're coming out with, being able to invest into the classes that we do, and also the new moon ceremony. It will, if we sell out of the jewelry, all the jewelry pieces that we have, then we will have enough to build that computer.
Exactly. And that's what we're hoping for, is that, and for the people that, again, subscribe, when we get the subscription activated, it will help us continue to add to the studio and get the microphones and the other pieces that we need as well.
Yeah. Be able to go streaming longer and take on more people and bring in more podcasts.
Right. So if we have the capability, we may stream to our Facebook group for the Bring Me to Life community. So if you're not in the Facebook group for Bring Me to Life community, please go there. We're going to be doing some incentives, maybe some giveaways of some jewelry for people who start getting active in the Bring Me to Life community group on Facebook. I want to see that group popping, guys. I want to see you commenting on posts. I want to see you asking questions. I want to see you making a community that you wish to be a part of. It takes more than just CeeLo and I to build a community. That should be pretty obvious. So we need you guys commenting and loving on each other and creating a safe space in the Bring Me to Life community on Facebook. We're working on a Discord. If that's your thing, maybe you don't like Facebook. Maybe you want to try to get off Facebook. Hit us up for the Discord.
I really like Discord. I don't let the name bother you.
I think learning curve.
It is a little bit of a learning curve, but when you really get into it, it's a lot. It's really nice being able to connect with people with, not having to do it through Facebook or something like social media, where it's a little overwhelming sometimes. I mean, it can be on Discord too, but at least you can scroll through different categories. It's more categorized.
Yeah,
more
it's like a forum.
Or organized. It is like a forum. And
so some people are like, I don't like Facebook groups, they're unorganized, and we tried to create a forum space on Discord for Bring Me to Life. So if you want to try the Discord app, it's also an app, so you can check out things from your phone. That was something a lot of people wanted, was an app versus a website, and we're trying to reach everybody's needs. But if Facebook is your thing, we may try to do a video from a phone, so it won't be the best quality, but we do want to let people know that we're trying to move our new moon ceremonies from Facebook to the website. That's also so that if we decide we want to have a dance party at some point in it, we can play our own music, and Facebook seems to hate when we play awesome music. So
yes, it will get taken down rather quickly.
That's the other reason we've been trying to shift from Facebook. But back to the group. I want you guys to get active in the group. I'm calling out the tribe, and I want you guys to show up and wake up and be there and support each other and create a safe space. And
Mooney says it's gonna be popping.
It better be popping because I want to give away some things. And I will give away things if you guys start getting active in the community. Ask us questions for the podcast. Share an article of something that inspires you. I want you to be able to respond to each other, hold space, share a story. If you're going live on your Facebook page, share it if it's something spiritual, inspirational, or motivational, or it falls in with our pillars, which are unity, peace, love, and equality. And those are pretty wide pillars of positive energy. And that's why we want to welcome you guys into the tribe and be a part of this community of unity.
Community of unity.
Community of unity.
Yeah.
Bring Me to Life community on Facebook. Go find the group. Let's talk in real time.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like just those 4 things are just very powerful guidelines. Like, we all deserve love and peace and equality and unity. We all deserve to feel like we belong.
Definitely. Speaking of community, I have another announcement I want to make.
All right, Shannon has an announcement. Let's all take a deep breath and get ready.
So we're expanding our community. We mentioned it earlier. We have new podcasters. That was my drum roll. We're really excited to be welcoming some new podcast series to the network. So if you're sick of hearing them from CeeLo and I, which I hope not because you're still listening, we have some new voices that are joining the crew. And our friend Tony Guerin is releasing a new podcast, and it's called Tune In and Find Others. He's going to be interviewing high vibe, amazing people that are also waking up and shining on. And I'm really excited because I feel like we're getting like a field interviewer that's like going in and finding people that we wouldn't have necessarily been as connected to. So it's going to be really cool meeting new people ourselves.
Definitely.
So he is bringing that podcast to us, anticipated on like July 20th-ish, but just stay tuned next week. We'll have that on the website and on the social medias for you to find more information on. And he did just post a little intro video on YouTube, and it's short and sweet and just gives you a taste of his energy. And I'm hoping it's okay because we're going to share that little audio clip to give you a preview.
Hey, welcome to Tune In and Find the Others. So this is a podcast by me, Tony Guerin, and I'm trying to find other people that have tuned into themselves, that have really started to see the ways in which the world works and want to communicate about that, and want to communicate about the conditioning, and want to communicate about how to mindfully move through life and tune in a more mindful and creative and centered way. So this is a chance for us to communicate and for you to learn about new people and how they are changing their world, how they're impacting their own community. So let's do it. Let's tune in and find the others.
Okay, so his show is called Find the Others.
Tune in and find the others.
Tune in and find the others. And we'll have it available in hopefully on the new moon.
Yeah, that's the anticipated goal. Is
Okay.
he's planning on doing it. So he's actually going to be doing it in video form as well on his YouTube. So if you want, if you're a video person, you can go follow his personal YouTube. We'll be adding it to the Bring Me to Life TV series, which is also available at bringmetolife.com. But he's really excited to be doing the video concept. So as long as everything gets together as planned, we will be releasing that early next week, and you'll be able to catch the replays.
Nice. And do we have any other podcasts coming out soon?
So we actually have 2 more series on top of that one in progress. One I'm going to wait to release because it's still in its germination stage of a seed.
Yeah.
But the other one that I'm really excited about is called Incense and Whiskey, and we don't have an intro for it just yet. But hopefully by next week we can give you a little bit more details on that. But I do want to tell you to get excited about it because it is my friend Mecca and her friend Ashley, and they are new energies to the network. But I've been working with Mecca for several months, and she is just an inspirational being that will bring some new life to Bring Me to Life. And Ashley is such a sweetheart, and I haven't got a chance to connect with her as much as I would like, but we had her on a podcast a couple weeks ago. We had both of them on a podcast a couple weeks ago. And they actually gave us their perspective on kind of like the protests and just being an empowered female with melanin in their skin. And it is just beautiful to see them blossom and to do what they do. So stay tuned for Incense and Whiskey, and stay tuned for another podcast that's coming in August, and we'll get you more details on that. So lots of new things happening, lots of things coming to life.
I really am enjoying getting more diversity on the show, and it's part of the reason why I'm gonna start up Afternoons with the Dudes. So I guess we have so many new podcasts that are beginning. Yeah, we're still trying to figure out what day to do that, but I'm thinking possibly Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah,
because I work on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
It's probably going to be on a Tuesday or Thursday, but you're busy on Thursday, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be on sometime. It'll be a once a month show, but I'll gather masculine people or even just men in general who might feel otherwise, and then we'll talk about all the things happening. And one thing I'd also really like to do is I see some women posting about like men, like calling out men, and I would like to acknowledge those posts and get perspective on it from everyone else.
Yeah, and I think it's just a nice balance to the Awakening with the Girls that I've been pumping out on the network, because there's a lot of female empowerment happening, but I think it's just as important to get the masculine voices. And you used to do the afternoon show with you and Ashton, which I really loved. You guys had some different segments on that that were really cute, and I think it's just important to bring that masculine energy to balance on the network. So whenever you get that rolling, I'm here to cheer you on. I hope the rest of you out there are too. Let Celia know, what kind of things do you want to hear dudes talk about?
Mooney said she loves the title.
Yeah, isn't it cute? And like you said, it can be people of masculine energy. I try to tell people that when I say Awakening with the Girls, it's just like people who connect with feminine energy. We are all inclusive here, unity, equality. Yeah. So if you want to be on Awakening with the Girls, that's okay. Hit me up. We'll figure something out. I'm sure CeeLo would find a way to include you if needed into afternoons with the dudes.
Anybody in the chat, you want to be on Afternoon with the Dudes? You let me know.
Yeah, it's just kind of cute. We're trying to find ways to help people, and we thought that these would be easy to relate to podcasts.
Yeah, I am planning on keeping Afternoon with the Dudes super easy, where I just send everybody like a Zoom link, and then maybe we go live on something and see what happens.
Yeah, so that's exciting. We're going to get you some more information on that. Afternoons with the Dudes. Tune in and find others, Incense and Whiskey, and a few other things to be announced very, very soon.
Oh yeah, so much goodness coming out for everybody who listens to things like what's coming out.
Since we're talking about new things, what's a new thing that you feel like you've learned recently?
What's something I've learned recently?
Yeah, like a new thing that you've learned recently that's been helpful and inspiring to your life.
Something new that I've learned.
If you need a second to think, that's okay.
Well, I mean, I've been doing a lot of learning, a lot of classes. I'm trying to think of what would be new, because I relearn a lot of stuff. But now I'm trying to think of what's new.
Maybe something that you're newly implementing. I know for me that I've been doing a lot of different courses and investing into my knowledge base. And we're doing the True Abundance experience right now. And it's helped me get new clarity on how clear I really do want my visions to be. And I guess that's not something new, but it's like newly integrating into my system on how clarity is key.
Well, I'd say the building the computer is something that I started just a few months ago, and I basically learned every component you need to build a computer within that time frame, just so I can find like the best for our situation. I've also joined a new community. Well, it's not a new community, but it's one that I've been watching for a while, and I recently joined, and that's the Paradigm Shift community. And Brendan, who leads that community, does a lot of broadcasts as well. He does a lot of broadcasts almost every day. He does something live, and so that's something new that I've been appreciating, and everybody in there has a lot to say, and a different perspective.
So you've connected to a new community.
Yeah, new community, definitely.
Yeah, I think new communities are really important, and that's why I'm trying to make the Bring Me to Life community so welcoming and expansive, so that more people get excited to participate in the discussions. And we are looking for some new topics. I know my friend Muni has submitted a bunch of different topics for us to cover for some things, but I would love to just keep getting questions in from you guys, so we are making sure we are covering content you want to hear from.
Yeah, speaking of Mooney, she posted that she's been learning that she learns in different ways. And as she continues to grow, the process evolves with her. And she thinks that's exciting, that she gets to choose.
Yeah, making choices in how you want to receive energy is really important. That's something that I've found in my personal experience too. Because you do get to choose. You get to choose how you connect with spirit. Since we're talking about new things, can I talk about my curtains again for a second?
Yeah, so for anybody who didn't hear the beginning, I kind of interrupted her, and you couldn't see it, but she had a face.
I was just sad because I wanted to share my experience with my curtains, because, you know, sometimes it's little things that make a big difference. And for me, it kind of reminded me when Mooney said that she connects, or she's learning how she can choose, and it's about choosing how you want to connect with spirit. And I had just kind of like a moment where I really felt like I wanted to feel fresh and new, and I wanted new curtains. And curtains seem so trivial, but I kept asking myself while I was moping around and not just doing it, because it seems like most people would just do it, you know, but they were old, they were dark, they were ripped up, and I didn't really choose them. And I realized I was making excuses because they reminded me of my grandma in an odd way. And I believe they came from her and everything else. And she kind of needed to take a second to communicate with me. And when Mooney says you have to take a chance to choose, I realized that I choose to help so many people connect with the spirits of loved ones that have transitioned. But sometimes I don't take enough time to hear my own messages because I spend so much time doing it for other people. So I had kind of a new download where I heard her voice very clearly, and I haven't had that experience in a long time, because when I connect to my own spirits, I realize how much that hurts, and it reminded me of how much it weighs on other people's hearts too to connect with spirit in that way sometimes, whether that's a spirit of a loved one or like the great spirit or God, because it's like there's this fear of judgment or disconnect there. So we do get the opportunity to choose how we want to connect with spirit. And I had to make the choice to let go of the attachment, which I thought was pretty interesting, because I've been complaining about these curtains for a long time, but especially since my most recent chakra challenge. In the day of attachment, it is when I realized I was pretty attached to a lot of little things that were connected to people that I loved, and that I could choose to let go of those physical attachments and instead remember to hear the voice of spirit, whether it was my grandma's spirit or the great spirit in my heart. And that's been a big, I guess that's something, and I don't know if it's something new that I learned, but it inspired me to get my new curtains and to welcome new energy into my life. Because when we let old energy stay stagnant, we hold on to these old things because they think we think they connect us to those people. We hold ourselves back. And it was really nice having the experience of my grandma kind of whispering in my heart and being like, would I have stopped getting curtains? Why do you think I had 4 boxes of curtains? They all brought me joy. I wasn't stopping myself from getting curtains, and you shouldn't either. So she like pushed me to just do it. And they just brought me so much joy. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that story because it felt like I needed to inspire someone else to make a choice to welcome new energy and new experiences into their life. And if you're holding on to something because of someone or something that happened to you, it's okay to witness that, find another way to honor that connection, and give yourself the new experience so that you can evolve.
Yeah. And now every time you walk past those curtains, your vibration is going to raise because they make you so happy.
Yeah. And it felt like she got to pick them with me too, because, you know, I used to go shopping with my grandma all the time, and it was a really powerful thing. It was like how we bonded. And I was like, you're the one who likes to shop. Like, if you want me to get new curtains too, like, you're going with me and you're gonna help me find them. And I like got there and I was a little discouraged, and I was like, man, like, there's nothing here I want, and you sent me here on this thing making me think I was gonna find them. And then I felt her like be like, okay, well, we're gonna go look at this end cap and you're gonna find it. And it was like, why would they be there? And then I followed that nudge from spirit. It was like she touched my heart and was like, go this way. So I went that way, and I looked, and they were the only ones in my size and the color I was hoping for, and they were just there. And I was like, they have an interesting design on them. I don't know if I would. And she was like, sometimes you got to go with it. And I think these are the ones. And it was like, that's what I feel like she would have said in person. So it just felt like in my heart, I knew that was her. And that's how I really love connecting with spirit in that way for other people. And sometimes it's harder for me to do it for myself. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just important to share those authentic stories with our community so that they know that we're growing and experiencing things that maybe they're going through. So I didn't want this to just all be about like things we are promoting and stuff. Like I wanted to share that really powerful experience because I want to hear your powerful experiences too. And I hope you share them in the Bring Me to Life community so I can connect with you.
Yeah, I was actually about to make a post in the community about that message and saying it's about choosing how to connect with spirit. So how do you all choose to connect with spirit? I was going to post that in the community.
Do you hear it? Do you feel it? Do you see it? How do you connect with spirit? I want to know because that's one of the things I think Mooney's talking about is you get to choose in some ways. Like, how do you connect? How do you connect with a pendulum? How do you connect with the stars? Like, the stars to some person might mean something different. Some people really believe in astrology. Some people really believe in other things. So it has so many powerful meanings, and it's up to you to make your experience.
Definitely. I agree. And I think that's a great lesson. And it's been a great episode. I appreciate everybody listening. Thank you all. Continue to look out for all these events, this new line of jewelry. Help us to get this great, beautiful computer that will help us to create even more great content, videos, editing, helping people, live streaming, live video.
Join us for all the upcoming ceremonies and the sound experiences. We want to help shine up your life. It's going to be really magical, and we just want to hear from you. We want to connect. Help us make this a community of unity.
Community of unity. Yes. Thank you all for waking up
and shining on. For many of us, spirituality is just the quest to find essence or true meaning and to really just connect with a higher consciousness.
Connecting with your spirituality is very important in this life. By becoming mindful of all of it, you can realize where you are and if that is leading you to where you want to go.
Listen to the little simple things because it's those little simple things that are going to shift you vibrationally in such a way that will prepare you to become very intuitively minded and ready to step forward on the next part of your path.
I hope you can feel the love that's inside you, that's inside me, that connects us.
Thanks for shining on with us.